Greetings, Earthlings. I am Elle, I'm daughter of Source, and I'm everything. And now I'm going to talk to you all about numbers and the lottery. Okay, now I know all y'all by now, y'all that's watching me, y'all should know about numbers, what y'all call angel numbers, and how numbers can work for you in your life. So I'm gonna give y'all a couple story times about how numbers have worked for me in my life because I don't just see the numbers and know that they're messages from guardian angels or source or my ancestors or spirit guides, things like that. Sometimes I know when I see certain numbers, I know that the message is for me to just play the number. And I mean that in lottery. But I don't play the lottery. So this is what I do. Okay. Ever since I was little, now my grandmother every morning would ask me, what did I dream last night? Okay. Now, my dreams play a very important role in my life. But as a child, I would just every morning tell her my dream if I had a dream that night. Now, if it was something that I knew that I couldn't speak on with my grandmother, because like my meetings with God, or if I had a dream about something that was in the spiritual realm, like I knew that I time traveled or um I went to another realm or another dimension, or I was with God, or I was with Source, or something like that. I wouldn't tell her those things because of her religion, you know. But I would tell her all the other things. So she every morning she would ask me, what did I dream last night? And I would tell her. And as a teenager, she would ask me, what did I dream last night? And I would tell her. So my grandmother always kept a dream book. Um, Lottery used to have a book. I don't know if they still do. A book called the Dream Book, where you could look up your dreams in this book, and it would give you a number to coincide with the dream. Okay. Well, my grandmother always kept this dream book either in the pocket of her dress or in the drawer next to her seat that she always sat in. She had a little stand with a drawer on it next to her chair in the living room, and she would keep that book in her chair or right in her pocket. She was never without this dream book, y'all. So one day when I was in my late teen or early 20s, because this went on for years, like I done moved away. I got kids, and my grandmother would call me every morning. When I would hear that phone ring early in the morning, I knew that was my grandma calling to ask me, what did I dream last night? So one morning, she called to ask me, what did I dream last night? I told her my dream. And later on that day, she called me and told me to come to her house because she had something for me. So when I get there, she had me a wad of money. And she tell me that she said, she said, I be tearing the number up off of your dreams. She said, so from now on, every time I hit, I'ma split it with you. But don't you tell nobody, because I don't want my church folks to know. She would always tell me not to tell people things because she didn't want her church folks to know about it. Okay? That was another big reason I didn't talk about things that I knew and things that I experienced growing up because of my family's religion. And so I never told nobody that she was hitting the number off of my dreams, which is why she wanted to know my dreams every day. So it wasn't until my grandmother passed away in 2016, I think it was 2016 or 2017. I think it was 2016. Um, I didn't tell anybody about that until after she passed away. Because playing the lottery had become like an addiction for my grandmother. Like when she got her late age, Like no matter who came to visit her or who you was. If you came to visit her, you was going to the store to play her numbers for her. Period. And she was gonna tell you. Now don't you tell nobody, cause I don't want my church folks to know. Because she said it was gambling. She ain't want her church folks to know she gambled, that she played the lottery. So other than that, my mom now, I give my mom lottery numbers. And I'm gonna tell y'all about this one particular time because it was just hilarious to me. So I went to my mom's house one day. This was a couple months ago. Now I already had been giving my mama the numbers to play for the lottery, and she be tearing the lottery up. Now with her, I don't give her my dreams. I just give her the number, okay? Because I see numbers, and sometimes I know, okay, that's a message. Those certain numbers I'm seeing is a message. Sometimes when I see them, I say, oh, okay, that's a number need to be played for the lottery. That's about to fall. I just know it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So one day I go to my mom's house and my aunt is there, her sister. And I sit down in between my mom and her sister. My aunt's on one side of me, my mom on the other side of me. And they talking about the lottery. Both of them play the lottery a lot. So they talking about the lottery. And I'm sitting right in the middle of them. I said, look, y'all. I said, play 555 today. Okay. I said, play 555. It's gonna fall soon. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Just play it till it fall. It's coming soon. I said, as soon as 555 hit, play 333. I said, that's coming next. My aunt, she the kind always like, you know what I'm saying? So she looked at me and she say, well, my number 222, and that's what I'm gonna play. I said, okay, you play 222. And I turned and looked at my mama and I said, Mom, you listen to me. I said, you play 555. And as soon as it hit, play 333. She said, okay, okay. I already know she gonna listen because I already been giving her the numbers and she been hitting them. Okay. Now I tried to give my aunt some, but she gonna play her 222. Okay, you play 222, sweetheart. And let's see where you get with that. Okay, about 2, 3 days later, that 555 hit. My mama called me. She said, it hit. I got it. I got the 555. Come on over here so you can go get my money. I said, all right. She said, come on over. And then she gonna give me some. I'm like, okay. So I get over there. I take the ticket. I get her two. We go get the money. Okay. 2 days after that, I go back to my mom's house. And I say, now, I know you just hit the 555 2 days ago. I said, but don't forget to play the 333. You got to play the 333 because it's coming next. She said, that already fell. I said, when? It fell since the 555 fell. That only fell 2 days ago. She said, yeah, it fell yesterday. It fell the next day after the 555. She said, I hit that too. I said, shut the front door. I said, I told you. She said, I know. It fell the next day after the 555. She hit both of them. Okay. My aunt didn't hit either one. I ain't called my aunt. I ain't say nothing. I called my cousin, my aunt's daughter. I said, girl, let me tell you something. I said, I tried to help your mama. She said, girl, I already know. I already know about the lottery. I know. You told her what numbers to play, and she ain't playing. I said, she showed it. I said, but you know your mama. She don't listen to nobody. She just too hastididdy. Gonna do her own thing. I said, I told your mama. Play 555 right now. Soon as it fall, play 333. I said, my mama did exactly what I told her to do, and she hit both numbers. I said, your mama told me she gonna play 222 because that's her number. I said, and 222 ain't failed yet. I said, see how I try to help him? And we just sat on the phone and laughed and laughed and laughed. But it wasn't funny. I mean, it really wasn't funny, but it was because I sat right there and told you what to do. But because you don't believe in me, because you don't believe in source, because you think I just be talking, but my mama know when I'm talking, you better listen. She hit both of them numbers back to back. And my aunt didn't hit nothing when I sat there and told her what to play. So the message in this for y'all is when y'all seeing them numbers, don't just say, oh, that's an angel number, and then look up and see what the number is. It might be something else about that number. Maybe you need to play it to win the lottery. But see, people ask me, I probably told maybe 3 people this stuff before I'm telling y'all about this lottery and how my grandma used to hit and how my mama be hitting. And all 3 of them asked me, well, do you play them when you get? And I don't. And I told the truth. No, I don't. I'm not a gambler. I'm not a lottery number player. But my mother, she'll play the number every day. My grandma, she will play the number every day. And to me, that's just my way of giving back to them for what they do for me. So even though I had the numbers and I don't play them to win the money for myself, I'm still taken care of. I'm taken care of by source. And when they hit, they break me off some. And I even told my mom, you don't even got to give me no money when I give you these numbers and you hit. Because you do a lot for me. And a lot of times I ask for shit, she just say no, no, no. But my mom has done a lot for me. So I give her those numbers and she hits and she get that money and I'm not asking for that money in return. I didn't ask my grandmother for any of that money in return. I know I can just go play on myself, but that's what I do for them. That's not something that I do. And I'm glad that I'm able to do that for them, especially now that my mom is retired. So, y'all put them numbers to use. Don't just say, oh, that's a angel number and what's the message? The message might be to go play that motherfucker. All right. Namaste.